Now our fret markers are in, our side fret markers are in, the fretboard is radiused, it is leveled, and all that is done up to 120. So now we just need to go over this and take those scratch marks out and run up our grits to 320 or 400 and get this fretboard as smooth as we can get it. You can do that with a flat block, or you can swap papers out on your radiused sanding block, which is what I'm going to do. It's sort of a pain to swap back and forth. So if you just have a hard block that you can go back and forth on it and maintain that radius, that's fine. I'm just going to do that with this block, the 14-inch radius block. You know, use whatever radius you have. And our goal is not to radius anything anymore, or not to put so much pressure on that we're going to change any of the leveling that we've just done. We only want to take out our scratch marks from the previous grit. The higher we go up into the grits, past 120, 150, 180 and higher, it is going to be more and more unlikely that we get the fretboard out of radius because of how difficult it is to sand. But we can get down past those previous grit marks just fine. It still takes a little elbow grease, but we really want to get all the way up to at least 320, if not 400. Still want to make sure that the neck is well supported, and we don't need to put that much downward pressure on the ebony. Just really make sure that you are going as directly parallel with the fretboard as possible. At this point, we really don't want any of this sideways motion, because that will undo some of the work we've already done. If we start to get that radius over and put too much pressure on a corner, that will take our nice edge that we've gotten right off of there. These dust particles are going to start becoming finer and finer, and I'm going to put on my dust mask. So I won't do a lot of talking through this, but I'm going to go through the grits and chalk up every once in a while. In the editing process, I'm going to hopefully edit most of this out, just blow through it, but just know that I am going from 150, 180, 220, 320, and probably 400. So I'll pick this back up when I am done going through the grits. Make sure that you do clean up in between each change of sandpaper, because you can leave some of the grit from the last paper on, and it could rub that scratch back in. So clean up, vacuum everything out, make sure it's nice and clean before you move up to the next grit, or you can contaminate that next grit with the previous ones. It can be super difficult to see the change in scratches in the ebony because it does gloss up so well. Even at 120 or 150 grit, if you look at it, you can see it start to polish up. This ebony is very tough to see some of the scratch marks in. So I use my chalk lines as a helpful indicator to make sure that I've touched all of the board. Whew, all right, that job is done. Yeah, at 320 and 400, this fretboard starts to feel kind of glassy. It's quite nice. Looking good. Now we have the fretboard radiused. We have it leveled. We have our fret dots in. We have our fret side markers in, and we have sanded this to perfection up to 320 or 400. It is now time to put some frets in.